So hey guys, today we are going to be looking at this SOLIOM 4-cam kit. It is a wireless solar battery powered pan tilt security camera system. It's the SOLIOM SH802. You're going to need the SOLIOM app to run this. So there's an app here, the QR code. When we open it up, this will be wrapped in plastic, by the way. I removed the plastic. So you're going to see they do a good job of making sure they take care of everything. It's got foam inside. Once again, it will have the app that you need to run it. It's going to have these. This is mounting. So when you go to hang your cameras, you can put this on as a base to know where your screws are going to be to get everything ready. There is your user manual. And then when you look inside of here, these are your 4 cameras. These 4 cameras rotate. They will spin back and forth following whoever is doing something or that they're watching. These are your signal senders that will go back to this main base right here. The main base is the only one that will be plugged in. So you can hang these pretty much wherever you want. See, there's your bracket that you'll be hanging. So when we go to hang these, we'll use this as a base and then the cameras will attach to it. You look inside, there's also these These are your solar panels that will attach to charge your cameras, because these are all solar. They will look like this, and they are adjustable. So you can put them right up like this, however you need to put them so they get the most sunlight. So basically everything you're going to need to set this up, we're going to hook one of them up and show it to you running. This is going to be your base. Your base will have the sync button here to sync it up. The memory card, as it says, is pre-installed in here. Your power cord is going to be here. Then there is your cable jack that you're going to use to hook this up to your Wi-Fi router. So this is going to hook up to your Wi-Fi, go to there. It'll send a signal out to the cameras, and then the cameras will send a video to your phone. So when you're looking at this, your on-off switch for your camera will be inside of this right there. Your reset button if something goes wrong, and the power button. And then to hook up your solar cable, it will go right up inside of here. So when you go and unhook this, your solar charge will go right in here. So your hardware kit is here, and you're going to notice you have 4 of these pieces. Oops. And then you'll have multiple kits here to hang it up in case you need to move it. There are different kind of kits. There are a lot of the kits there to hang it up like that. And then you have 4 of these as well. Now these kits, you'll notice there's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's in case you want to move it back and forth and you don't have to sit there and take the hardware out all the time. So we're getting ready to go out and hook this up. So basically you're going to need to disconnect the base from this. So it just slides off. You notice it's just a piece that goes in here. When we put it back together, you'll use this piece to screw this in to make sure you lock it. They're locked in. So we're just going to go out and hang this piece. So first thing you're going to do is decide where you want it. My solar panel is going to be out like this. So I'm going to put mine somewhere around in here so that it still gets light. Because remember, these are adjustable. So I'm going to put it right around in this area here. Now you have to decide whether you want to use the long screws or the short screws right here. So for where I'm at, this is solid wood behind this. I'm going to use the short screws. Using our stickers as a guide. Bend your anchors. The best way to do that I've found, put your screw part of the way in, then tap it in so that they don't bend the screw. So now I'm going to be after drilling the holes, I'm installing the mount coming up underneath here, and there is a round screw that goes in the bottom of the base that will hold the camera from moving. Then you go ahead and peel away your stickers that are covering it so that you get good vision. Because if you leave the stickers on there, you can't see it very well and it'll be like foggy. You're going to go in, take your base. You're going to get it ready. Then you're going to plug it in. So when you plug in the base, you got to make sure that you plug it in the back. Then you're going to take it and plug it into the wall, and that'll give it its power. You're going to see it's a red light when you first turn it on. Then you're going to connect the Ethernet cable or the online cable to it, the CAT cable. Now what it's going to do is going to be red. Then it will start flashing for you, and eventually it's going to turn blue. See here, it's red. I'm double checking everything here, make sure it's plugged in, make sure the CAT cable is plugged in the back. Everything looks good right here. So just make sure that you have everything clicked into place. It can't be loose at all. And then you put it down and wait for it to start turning colors. You see here it started to turn blue. It means it's about ready to go. And then I set the base down. So then you're going to get on your phone and you're going to connect to the base by going online. And you're going to see when it starts connecting, because what's going to happen is the blue flashing will become more and more frequent until it turns a solid constant blue. That's when you're going to know that it's ready. You're also going to see on your phone app, it's going to show it being, the base will come up with a green check mark. The green check mark means it's connected. And eventually, if you get the other ones, everything will come up with a green check mark. And you'll see that here start coming up soon. So you see here it's starting to connect. If you're looking at it, it's going to give you right there. You can see the actual numbers or the locations of the 3 cameras that I had hooked up, put on there. They're coming up. And then eventually the 4th one will also come up. You see the base, you see the 3, 4 will eventually come up, and you'll get them, they'll all connect. It just takes a little bit to connect them, and then you do one by one, you will activate those. So we're just waiting on these to connect right now. You see what it's doing? They're slowly trying to connect and get ready to activate. So guys, we are back to do our final wrap up on this and review. We will put the link to this in the description. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. So as you see here, I have all 4 cameras hooked up now in different areas of the house and in the back, in the front. So I have basically my whole yard is covered. So the nice thing about this, when you do these and you push play, you go to each individual one. I can zoom in as much as I want. And this is a 360 camera. So I found that the best way to do this is bump it a couple at a time, because sometimes there's a delay. The camera will move right away, but the signal from the camera sometimes is on a delay. So if you move it too much, by the time it catches up, that thing's spun way out of position. So you can move it, and you see it moved a couple there. I'm just barely tapping it, and it's moving around the yard, catching everything that's going on. I can move up this way. See, it's moved to the edge. I can go the other way. I can go up and down. And then if I want to, I can expand the picture size by saying more. I can go to, where was that? Here, this page right here. You click on this. It will expand my page. I can zoom in to different areas. And if you listen, you can hear the wind and stuff blowing in the backyard. If you don't want to hear the sounds, you can just simply push a button and shut that off. The nice thing about this, if you keep it on, if someone was to try to break in your house, not only would you have video of it, you would have audio so you can hear what they're saying. And it's saying it's 4K, so that's nice. So these 360 cameras go all the way around. They check everything. So you can put it back to normal size. We can go back. Hold on, I hit the wrong button. Sometimes it takes a second. So I can go back. And then I can go back to my main screen. I can go to a different part of the house. You can hear the sound. I can move it around if I want. I can check a different area of the yard, the patio. I can go up or down. I can see what's going on closer to the house. I can zoom in again over here if I need to. Expand it. I can zoom in right over here. See my chair. So it's a really nice camera. I really like these. Very happy with this setup. It's going to make my monitoring my house and what's going on a lot easier. So if you're not home and you're worried about something in your house, you got video footage of it. Basically, my whole house is covered, and I can see what's going on clear over to the neighbors. So I like that. I highly recommend this. The SOLIOM 4Cam kit. They make more cameras than that, but 4 cameras covers pretty much my whole area because you can zoom in way out. Like I said, we got about an acre total, and I can zoom in pretty much everywhere in my yard except for one side of my house, which I wasn't too worried about because there's no windows or anything over there. So once again, we'll put the link for this in the description. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And if you're in the line for some home security, I definitely would recommend the SOLIOM 4Cam kit. So another feature to this that we didn't mention before, when you have the sound on, if somebody's ringing your doorbell and you don't want to answer, you can hear what they're saying and you can push speak and you can talk to them through the camera. So let's say someone's, hey, I'm here to sell library encyclopedias. You can touch this, say, I'm not interested in any encyclopedias. Thank you. Have a nice day. And they'll hear you and they'll know to go away. Or you can say, I'm not interested, or just whatever. You can speak to somebody through the door. You don't have to actually answer the door. This is a nice feature if you're an older person and you're worried about somebody trying to come in. You wouldn't have to worry about that because you wouldn't have to even answer your door. You can sit in the other room and talk to somebody through the camera and never get out of your chair. And you can take a screenshot as well of let's say this person was at your door. You want to take a screenshot or record this, because the footage won't record unless you sit there. You can hold that and record it. That way, if you're worried that this is a questionable individual, you'll have video of it, you'll have sound of it, you'll have screenshot, all this stuff you could turn into the authorities if you wanted to. Just a lot of features with this set of cameras, and we really like them.
Hello.
Why do you keep making noises? You're scaring Chocolate. Chocolate is scared. She's scared of you? Yes. Can you hear me? I am talking to my wife outside. I have the white light on. I can turn it off right there. See that? It's got triple lights. Very bright. And I can hear if you talk back too.
Hello.
Hello to you. Whatever. So when I'm using this, I can go here and I can turn on the sound right there, and I can turn off the microphone. I just had it because you could hear my echo. If I want to hear what you're saying, I push that button right there. If I want them to hear what I'm saying, I push that button right there. And if I want to turn the light on, there's a light bulb right there, and you'll see the light will come on right over here. Can't really see it out right now, but when I was talking to you, I could see it on your phone. It lights up. That's called a white light. Turns on 6 little lights, 3 on each side, and they get real bright. If I want to the sound off, I just push that. If I want to speak, I push that. If I want it to scan itself, I put it on cruise. It says, do you want to cruise? You say yes. And it will start checking everything for you. It went clear around to the wall, up, around. It'll go back down, around. See, it'll do a full 360 scan of everything for you and take pictures of it as it's doing. See? It'll go up, down, around, and over. A complete 360 version of where it's at. And it'll keep doing until you tell it to stop. And it goes right back to the start. So it does a full 360 scan for you if that's what you want it to do. It's on cruise.